students, welcome to the online classes. As we were doing our chapter 6, that is square and square roots, so we will continue with that only. Okay, in our previous video we are done about squares. Now in this video we will do about square roots. Okay, first of all students, square roots, what's the symbol for the square root? This one. Okay, like this. Now you know about the squares. What was the square of 1? 1 was the square, and the reverse of it means the root 1 will be equals to 1. Like this we have done about the square of 2. 2 square was 4. As we were done like this, that 2 square will be 2 into 2, it means 4. Now its reverse will be, this square will become root here. It means root of 4 is 2. Okay, so square roots of 4 will be 2. Like this, 3 3s was 9, and square root of 9 will be 3. In the same manner, square of 4 was 16, so square root of 16 is 4. 5 5s means square of 5 was 25, so square root of 25 will be 5. 6 6 36, so square root of 36 will be 6. 7 7 is 49, so square root of 49 is 7. In the same manner, square root of 64 is 8, 9 9 is 81, so square root of 81 is 9. In the same manner, 10 10 is 100, or we can say that square root of 100 is 10. In the similar manner, square root of 121 is 11, square root of 144 is 12. Students, as 12 into 12 is 144, means square of 12 is 144. So square root of 144 will become 12. Okay, it's the reverse procedure of squares. Okay, reverse of square is square roots. Now root 169 is 13, 196 is 14, 225 is 15, 256 is 16, square root of 289 is 17, square root of 324 is 18, square root of 361 will be 19, and square root of 400 is 20. Okay, so students, these are the square roots up to 400. Okay, now we will do some exercise related to this. First question is, what could be the possible ones place digit of the square roots? Okay, suppose this number is given to us and we have to find its square root. So we have to tell that the number means when we solve, it will be the square root, the answer will be the square root. We have to tell about only the ones place digit, that what will be the ones place digit of the square root of this number. So students, you can see that what is the number, what is the unit place digit of this number? 1. Okay, and if you will see, here the unit place digit is 1, here the unit place digit is 1. Means in the case of 1 and 9 only, the unit place digit is 1. Okay, so we can say that the ones place digit of the square root can be 1 or 9. Okay, it can either be 1 or 9, because 1 1 is 1 and 9 9 is 81, and in 81 the ones place digit is 1 only. Okay, so 1 or 9 will be the answer for this question. Now B part is 657666025 is given to us. Here what is the unit place digit? The unit place digit is 5, and if we will see, here is 5 only. You can see here or here. It means square root digit, the ones place of the square root digit can be 5 only. Okay, so we will write that ones place digit can be 5 here. Okay, now next question is, find which is not perfect square. We have to find out either 153 is a perfect square or not. So here students, if you will see, what were the numbers here? 1, 4, 9, 6, 5. As I told you in the earlier class also, 1 and 1. These are the unit place digit here. In the same manner, 4 and 4. Okay, unit place digit is 4 here. Here 7 and 9 and 9. These are the unit place digit here. Here 6 and 36. Unit place digit is 6 here, and it is 5. So the unit place digit of the square numbers can be either 1, 4, 9, 6 or 5. Okay, but here what is the unit place digit? Unit place digit is 3. So we will write that it is not a perfect square. It is not perfect square. And what will be the reason, students? Because the unit place digit is not from the numbers 1, 4, 9, 6 and 5. Okay, so it is not perfect square, as unit place digit is unit place digit is 3. Okay, for the perfect square the unit place digit should not be 3. Now next one is 441. Here unit place digit is 1. Okay, can 1 be the unit place digit? Yes, here 1 is the unit place digit and here also 1 is the unit place digit. Okay, so I can say that 1 can be the unit place digit. So it can be the perfect square. So we will write it can be a perfect square. It can be a perfect square as unit place digit is 1. Unit place digit is 1. Students, our third question is find square root of by repeated subtraction. We have to find the square root of 169, and what method we have to follow? Repeated subtraction. Okay, so in this what we need to do, 169 is given to us. Okay, first of all we will subtract 1 from it. Okay, 1 is the first of the odd numbers. Okay, now 169 minus 1 is 168. Then 168 minus what will be the next odd number after 1? 3 will be the next odd number. So then subtract 3. Okay, so 168 minus 3 will be 165. Then 165 minus, now next of the odd number is 5. So we will subtract 5. So 165 minus 5 is 160. Then 160 minus, after 5, 7 is the odd number, so we will put 7 here. 160 minus 7, what we are getting? We are getting 153. Then 153 minus next odd number is 9. So students, 153 minus 9, here it is 144. After this we are getting 144 here. So 144 minus, now what we have to subtract after 9? 11 is the odd number, so we will subtract 11 here. So 144 minus 11, what will be the answer? 133. Now 133 minus, what will be the next odd number after 11? 13. So we will subtract 13. We are getting 120. Then 120 minus, we will be getting 15 here. So 120 minus 15, we are getting 105. Then 105 minus next odd number is 17. So 105 minus 17, what will be the answer, students? 15 minus 7 will be 8, and as 9 is here, so our answer is 88. Now 88 minus next odd number after 17 is 19. So 88 minus 19, we are getting here 88 minus 19, it will become 18. 18 minus 9 will be 9. Now 7 minus 9, 7 minus 1 is 6. Now 6 minus 21, as after 19, 21 is the odd number, so we are getting 48 here, as 9 minus 1 is 8 and 6 minus 2 is 4. Okay, students, after that we are given 148. After this I am solving it here. So 48 minus next odd number from 21 is 23, so we will subtract 23 from this. So what we are getting, 48 minus 23 is 25. Now next is it is 25 here, so 25, then minus, what will be the next odd number of 23? 25. So 25 minus 25 is 0. Here we are getting 0. Now students, what we will do, we were finding out the square root of 169. This was our question. Okay, by repeated subtraction, here we have subtracted odd numbers repeatedly. Okay, now what we will do, we will check these steps. 1 2 3 means in how many steps we get 0 here. So if we will check, this is step 1, this is 2, this is 3rd, 4th, 5th. Okay, this will be 6th one, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th. Okay, this one was 12th and 13th. In how many steps we get our answer as 0? In 13 steps. It means square root of 169 is 13. So this is our answer, students. By this we use the method of repeated subtraction. Now students, we have to find out the square root by prime factorization method. Okay, 729 is given to us. What we have to do, we have to find the square root of 179. And by which method? Prime factorization. You know what is prime factorization? Here 729 is given to us, so we will find out the factors of 729 here, prime factors. Okay, so 729, as it is no odd number, so it will not be divisible by 2, so we will check for 3. So 7 plus 2 is 9 and 9 plus 9 is 18, and 18 is a multiple of 3. It means 729 can be divided by 3. Okay, so here 3 2s is 6, 3 4s is 12, and 3 3s is 9. Now we will again check for 3. 6 plus 2 plus 4 is 6, and 6 plus 3 is 9. So it is also divisible by 3. So what will be the answer? 8 3s is 24 and 3 1s is 3. It means 243 divided by 3 is 81. Now this 81 is also divisible by 3. So here 3 2s is 6 and 3 7s will be 21. Again it will be divisible by 3, so we are getting 9. Again we will divide it by 3, so we are getting like this. So 729 is equals to 1 2 3 4 5 6, means here 3 are 6 times. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, we are getting 3 6 times here. Now for the square root, what we have to do, students, we have to make the pair of the same number. As we have to find out the square root of 729, we will take out a pair. Here 3 and 3 are same, so these two will be pair. 3 and 3 are same, these will be pair, and like this, these 3 and 3 are same, means this will be one pair. In this manner we are getting 3 pairs of number 3 here. Okay, so we will write down the pair one time, means 3 into 3 we will write 3 here. Similarly 3 into 3 we will write 3, and 3 into 3 we will write 3. Now when we solve this, the multiplication of 3 into 3 into 3 will be the square root of 729. So 3 3s is 9 and 9 3s is 27. It means 729 is square root of 729 is 27. Now students, next question is find smallest whole number by which it should be multiplied to get a perfect square number. It means whatever the number is given to us, it is not a perfect square. We have to multiply some, means one of the smallest whole number to it, so that we can get a perfect square. This is not a perfect square, so to find what should we multiply, we will find the prime factors of it. And how we will find the prime factors? Like this only. 1620 is given to us, we will find the prime factors. As it is divisible by 2, so we will divide. Then 810 is also divisible by 2, we are getting 405. Now 405 is divisible by 3, so here 3 1s is 3, 3 3s is 9, and 3 5s is 15. Now again this is divisible by 3, so 4 3s is 12 and 4 5s is 15. 45 is again divisible, so we are getting 15. 15 divided by 3 is 5, and at last we are getting 5. Okay, these are the prime factors of 1620. 16 we can write 1620 is equals to, from here we will write in the form of prime factors, 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 3 4 times, and then 5. Okay, These are the prime factors. 2 are 2 times, 3 are 4 times, and 5 is 1 time. Okay, and for the perfect square or to find the square root, what we do? We do the pairing. So here 2 and 2 are same, so we will make a pair. Here 3 and 3 are same, we will make a pair. Here 3 and 3 are again same, we will make a pair. But here 5 is remaining. Okay, so for this what we will do? To make the 5 for a pair, we will multiply this with 5. Okay, we will multiply 1620 with 5 to get it a perfect square. Students, how we will get a perfect square after multiplying 5? Because this 5 into 5 will make a pair. Okay, and then the pairing, if the pairing is complete, then we can make the perfect square. Okay, so here what we will write, that 5 is smallest whole number. 5 is smallest whole number by which 1620 will be multiplied. Okay, so by this our half of the part is done, because it was asked that we have to find the smallest whole number by which this number should be multiplied to get a perfect square. So if we will multiply 5 to it, we will get the perfect square. Okay students, as this is one of the pair, this is another pair, and this is third one pair, but 5 remain here, and if we have to make it a pair, here it is 5, so to make a pair we will multiply 5 to it, so that we can get a perfect square. Okay, now when we will multiply 1620 and we will multiply 5, so what will be the prime factors, students? Here the prime factors will remain same of 1620. Okay, 1620, the prime factors are these, so I am writing the prime factors of 1620 here, which are 2 into 2, 3 into 3, 3 into 3, and 5. Okay, these are the pairs. Now here in the multiplication 5 is also here. Okay, so I am putting 5 here. So here this is one of the pair, this is another pair, and this is fourth one pair. It means now it is a perfect square. We will find what we will get after multiplying 1620 with 5. So 1620 multiplied by 5, what we are getting? 5 into 0 is 5. Now 5 2s is 10. Now the carry is 1, so 6 5s is 30, and 1, then 3, 5 ones means 8100 we are getting. Okay, find the square root of the number obtained. What is the number we are obtaining? We are obtaining 8100. After multiplying 5 with 1620, we are getting 8100. Okay, now we have to find out the square root of the obtained number. This is our obtained number. Okay, now we have to find out the square root. So square root of 1800 is, students, this was the multiplication and it is equals to 1800. These are the pairs here. Or you can do what you can do, you can again write it here and you can make the prime factors, then you will write it here and you will make the pairs. And what will be the pairs you will be getting? You will be getting the pairs like this only. So this 2 will be written one time, this pair of 3 will be written one time, this another pair of 3 will be written one time, and this pair of 5 will be here. So here 2 3s is 6, 6 3s is 18, and 18 5s is 90. So what is the square root of 8100? 90 is the square root of 8100. Okay. Now students, in our next question we have to divide the smallest number, means we have to find the smallest whole number by which the given number should be divided, so that we can get a perfect square. In our previous question we multiplied, in this we have to divide the number. So again we will start with that same process. Here 396 is given to us. First of all we will find the prime factors. Students, whenever multiplied or divide is given to you in these type of questions, first of all you will find out the prime factors. Okay, here 396 is given to us, it will be multiplied by, 396 can be divided by 2, so here 2 1s is 2, then 2 9s is 18 and 2 8s is 16. Now it is again divisible by 2. So here 9 2s is 18 and 9 2s is 18. Now it is divisible by 3. So we are getting 33. Here 33 is also divisible by 3. We are getting 11, and 11 divided by 11 is 1. Okay, it means 396 is equals to, in the form of prime factors we can write 2 into 2, 3 into 3 and 11. 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 11. Okay, these are our prime factors here. Now when we will make pair, here 2 and 2 are making pair, 3 and 3 are making pair, but this 11 is not making any pair. Okay, and we have to divide something. So if we will divide 396 with 11, this 11 can be eliminated. Okay, so what will be our answer? That 11 should be divided. Okay, whatever is left and which is not in the pair, we will divide that number only. So here 11 should be divided by, what is the number given to us? 396. 11 should be divided by 396 to get a perfect square number. To get a perfect square number. So what we will get after we divide 396 by 11? We will divide 396 by 11. So what we will be getting? Here 11 3s is 33, then 66. So we are getting 36 as our answer. Okay, so when we will divide 11 with 396, we are getting 36. And now as we have written here that it should be 11 should be divided with 396 to get a perfect square. So when we divide it, we are getting 36. So here 36 is a perfect square number. Okay, now what we have to do? Find the square root of the number obtained, and we obtained 36 here. So here now we will find the square root of 36. So students, what will be the square root of 36? We know that root of 36 is 6. So root 36 will be equals to 6. So this is our answer. Now students, there is another method to find the square root. Okay, and that method is division method. Okay, whenever there is bigger number, we can easily find the square root by division method. So what is this method? Here first question is given to us 2304, and we will find its square root by division method. Okay, so in division method, how we will do it? We will first of all make like this, then we will write the number of which we have to find out the square. Here we have to find out the square of 2304. Okay, now what we will do, students, here we will make the pairs, and we will start making the pair from the end, means from the right side. So here 4 and 0 means these two will make the pair, and here 2 and 3, these two will make pair. Okay, so what is the first pair here? 23 is the pair. Now we will check that with what perfect square number can be subtracted from 23. Okay, perfect square number means these are the perfect square numbers which are written here, means here 1 is the perfect square number, but 2 and 3 are not. Then 4 is the perfect square, 5 6 7 8 are not, then 9 is the perfect square. After this 16 is the perfect square, 25 is the perfect square. Okay, here 23 is the pair here, so we have to subtract a perfect square number from this. So we can't take 25 because 25 is greater than 23, so we will take 16 here, and square root of 16 is 4. It means what we are doing here, when we will multiply 4 with 4. Okay, here we are multiplying 4 into 4 and we are getting 16 here. Okay, 4 4s is 16 and 16 is a perfect square number, so we will multiply this. So 23 minus 16, what we are getting? We are getting 7. Now what we will do? We will write down this pair. We will not take only one digit, we will write down the complete pair. So here it is 0 4, so it is what it becomes 704. Okay, now in the next step what we have to do? We have to double of this digit. Whatever is the digit here, we will do the double of this. So double of 4 will be 8. Okay, 4 2 is 8. So here we will write 8. Then for here means for the unit digit, we have to find a number, so that the number which we will write here will be multiplied with here only, and whatever will be the answer should be written here. Okay, here 8 is given to us. Now we will think of a number and we will multiply these two with that same number only to get our answer. Here 704 is with us. Suppose I am writing here 8, so I will write here 8 also. Okay, both the numbers should be same, 8 and 8. Now 88 multiply 8, what will be the answer? 8 8 is 64, 6 is the carry. Now 8 8 is 64 and 64 plus 6 is 70. It means we will put 8 here, and as we are putting 8 here, so we will put 8 here also. And what we are getting? We are getting 704. We will write 704, and when we will multiply, we are getting 0. Okay, so what we get as our answer? We get 48 as our answer. It means square root of 2304 is 48. And what was this method? This method is division method. Okay, I hope this is clear to you. Now we will solve one more part. 900 is given to us, so we will again make like this. Now 900 is given to us. As I told you, we will start making the pair from the end. So here 0 and 0 will be the pair, and 9 will remain the simple one. Okay, there is no pair for 9, so 9 will remain as it is. Now what we have to do? We have to find a perfect square number which should be multiplied, which should be subtracted from 9. So 9 3 3 is 9, so 3 3 is 9 can be subtracted. 9 minus 9 will be 0. Now we will write down the pair, and what is this pair? 0 and 0 is the pair. Okay, so students, when we will double of 3, it will be 6. So students, you know that by what number we should multiply 6 and then one of the digit here, so that we can get 0. Suppose 6 is here, we can take 0 because 0 multiplies 0. 60 multiplies 0 will be 60. Okay, so here we will put 0, and as we are putting 0 here, so we will write here also. So our answer will be completed here. We will not left only on 3. We will find out the answer for these zeros also. Okay, so what is our answer? 30 is our answer. So root of 900 is equals to 30. Okay students, I hope this is clear to you. Now students, we have to find out the square root by division method of decimal number. Here 31.36 is given to us. This is a decimal number. So how we will do this? Here we will write like this. 31.36 is given to us. Okay, again we will make the pair. So here this 36 will be the pair and 31 will be the pair. Okay, now we will find the perfect square number which should be subtracted from 31. So 25 can be the number because 36 will be bigger than 31. Okay, so we will write here 5 5s is 25. Okay, now 31 minus 25, we are getting 6. Now we will write down this pair. This is 36, so we will write down 36 here. Now what we will do here? Here it is 5, so what will be the answer here? Double of 5, so 5 2s is 10, so we will write 10 here. Now student, we have to think of the digit that should be placed here, so that when we will multiply this whole number with that digit, so we are getting 636 as our answer. So students, we will try for this. Suppose I am placing 6 here. Okay, and if I am placing 6, so we will multiply 106 with 6 only. Okay, so here 6 6 is 36 and 6 1 is 6. It means we are getting 636 if we place 6 here, and if we are placing 6 here, so we will place 6 here also, as this is our answer. Now we are 106 multiply 6 will be 363, and we are getting 0 here. Okay, and how we will put the decimal? When we solve 31, we were getting 5. Then we will put the decimal here. Okay. Then we are solving after decimal part, that is 36 here. So 6 is after the decimal here. So what is our answer, students? 31.36 is given to us, and we have to find the square root of 31.36, and its answer is 5.6. Now students, the question is given to us that find least number by which the number must be subtracted to get a perfect square. Okay, least number means the smallest number which we will subtract from this given number so that we can get the perfect square. So here 825 is given to us. We have to find the least number which should be subtracted. So students, whenever there is addition or subtraction is given to us, so for the to get the perfect square, we will use division method here. So what is the number given to us? 825. So we will write 825 here, then we will make the pair from the end. So here 25 will be the pair and it will remain as it is. Now we have to find a perfect square number that can be subtracted from 8. Okay, if we will take 9, then 9 will be greater than 8. So we will take 4 as our perfect square number. And how we will get 4? 2 2s is 4. Now 8 minus 4, our answer is 4. While we subtract 4 from 8, we are getting 4. Now we will write down this pair, and this is 25. Now here what we will do? We will do the double of 2, so it will be 4. Now we have to think of a number, or I can say a digit here, so that when we will put here, we will multiply that number with that digit only, so that we can get nearby value of 425. Okay, so here suppose 4 is given to us. I have to write one digit here, so suppose I am taking 8. Now I will multiply 48 by 8 only, as I put the digit 8 here, so I will multiply with 8 only. So 8 8 is 64, 8 4 is 32, and plus 6 is 384. I am getting 384. Students, if you will check by 9, 49 multiply 9, you will be getting the number greater than 425. So I am taking here 8 as our answer. So if I am putting 8 here, so I will put here also. Now what we are getting when we are multiplying 48 by 8, we are getting 384. Now we will subtract this. So 5 minus 4 is 1, it will become 12, then 12 minus 8 is 4. So what is remaining here as the remainder? 41. So students, we will write that 41 is the least number. Whatever will be the remainder, we will write that only, that 41 is the least number should be subtracted from what 825 to get a perfect square. Now students, what we will do? We will subtract 41 from 825 that is given to us. So 825 minus 41, what we are getting here? 5 minus 1 will be 4, here 12 minus 4 will be 8, and 784. But we are getting 784 as our answer. It means this 784 is the perfect square we are getting. So 784 is perfect square number here. Perfect square number. Now further what we have to solve? Also find out the square root of the perfect square. As we get that 784 is the perfect square, we have to find out its square root. So students, by this method only you can find out the square root. What we will do? We will do like this. 784, we have to find out the square root of 784. We will make the pairing. So 84 will be the pair and 7 will remain same. Now 2 2s will be 4. We are getting 3. We will write down this pair, so it will be 84. We will do the double of 2 we are getting 4. Now students, if we will multiply 48 by 8, what we were getting? We were getting 384. It means this is, when we subtract 384 with 384, we will be getting 0. It means we get the perfect square number here. So as I have written 8 here, so we will write it here also. So root of, means square root of 784 is 28. By this we will solve our question. Now students, in our next question we have to find the least number which must be added. In our previous question we have done about the subtraction. Now we have to add some number to get the perfect square. Okay, so 252 is given to us. Again we will find the square root by division method. 252 is given to us. We will make the pair, so 52 will be the pair and 2 will remain same. Now 1 1za will be 1, as if we will take 2 2za, it will become 4 and it will be greater than 2, so we will take 1 1za is 1. Now when we will subtract, so 2 minus 1 is 1, and we will write down the pair, so it will be 152. Now we will do the double of 1, so it will be 2 here. Now students, we have to check for the number by which we should multiply this. So suppose if I am taking 5, we will multiply 25 with 5 only, so 25 5za is 125. Okay students, if you will take 6 here, so 26 multiply 6, whatever will be the answer, it will be greater than 152. So I am taking 25 here. If I am writing 5 here, so we will write here also. Now 152 minus 125, we are getting 27 here. Okay, now students, here we are getting 27 as our remainder. If it is the question of subtraction, so it was very easy for us. What we have to do, we have to subtract the remainder from the number which was given to us, and we will be getting our perfect square. But here we can't subtract this because it is not the question of subtraction, and we can't even add this number. Suppose if we will add 252 plus 27, so maybe whatever is the answer we are getting, it will not be the perfect square. Okay, we can check that. 7 plus 2 will be 9, 5 plus 2 will be 7, and 2 will remain same. Now what we are getting? We are getting 279 here. Can you check that? Is there any perfect square number of 279? No, because here 256 is the perfect square, then after 256 289 is the perfect square. Okay, and 279 is between both of them. It means we can't simply add the remainder. This will become wrong. So what we have to do here, we are getting the square of 15. Okay, if we will add something to this, suppose this is the square of 15 and we are getting remainder. Suppose if we take the square root of 16, okay, so square of 16 is 256, and 256 is a perfect square number. And what we were given? We were given 252 here. Okay, so 256 minus 252, what we are getting? We are getting 4. So students, if we add 4 to 252, we are getting 256, and 256 is a perfect square number as 16 is its square root. Okay, so what will be our answer, students? 4 should be added. 4 should be added to 252, the number given to us 252, to get a perfect square. To get a perfect square. So when we will add 4 to 252, we are getting 256. So 256 is perfect square number. 256 is perfect square number. Now as we have find out the perfect square number, we have to find out its square root. So square root of 256 is 16, as we know. Okay, so students, in this question what you have to do, you will find the square root by division method. Obviously you will be getting remainder. So whatever is the answer here you will take the square of its next number. It was 15 here, that's why I have taken the square of 16. We are getting 256. Now we will check that by what number it should be added so that we can get 256. So 4 is the answer. 4 should be added to 252 to get perfect square. So when we add 252 to 4, we are getting 256, which is a perfect square number, and root of 256 is 16. That's why 16 is our answer here. Now students, our next question is find the length of the side of a square whose area is 441 meter square. Means here area of the square is given to us and we have to find out the side. We know first of all area is given to us, so area of square is equals to 441 meter square. And also students, we know that area of square, according to the formula, what is the area of square? Area of square is equals to side into side. Okay, or what we can write? We can write side square. So here I can write that side square is equals to 441 meter square. Okay, here side square, as side square is also the area of square, and also 441 is given to us as area of square. So we will equivalent them. So side square is equals to 441 here. Now students, as we have to find out the side, so what we will do, as I told you earlier, square root is the reverse of square. It means as we done that, if suppose here is plus, so on that side it will be subtraction. If it is minus, so it will be addition. Here in the same manner, suppose if there is square, so on that side it will become square root. In the similar manner, here side square becomes square root here. So we will find out the square root of 441. You can do this by any of the method. Okay, so students, when you will do this, you will be getting 21 into 21 as your answer. Okay, and as we know that we have to take out the pair from this, so side is equals to 21 here. So what we will write, that length of the side of square is, side of square is equals to 21 meter. As area was in meter square, so side will be in meters. So students, by this this chapter is completed. Hope to see you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.